Hello dear friends, have you ever been to Russia? Even if you haven't, you most probably know that Russia is the biggest country in the world. But what else do you know about Russia? Let's talk about it right now. Fact number 1. Each monarch of the Romanov dynasty left to his son a country of a larger size than he received from his father. And that is why Russia is the biggest country in the world. Its area is over 17 million square kilometers. The area of Russia is approximately equal to the surface area of the planet Pluto. Russia is the only one country that has borders with 16 countries and whose territory is washed by the 12 seas. The largest forest in the world is the Siberian taiga. The area of Siberia is over 9 million square kilometers, which is 9% of the terrestrial land. Siberia possesses 25% of the world's forest resources, but there are also forests in the European part of the country. Therefore, Russia is a country whose forests can be called the Earth's lungs. The Trans-Siberian Railway is the longest railway in the world. The Great Siberian Way, as it was initially called, connects Moscow and Vladivostok. The length of this railway is over 9,000 kilometers. It crosses 8 time zones, passes through 87 cities and settlements, and crosses 16 rivers. All over the world, Russia is considered to be a European country, but 2/3 of its territory is located in Asia. And since the border of Europe and Asia is located near Yekaterinburg, here's the fact about this city. The world's oldest wooden sculpture is kept in Yekaterinburg History Museum, a great Shigir idol. It's older than the Egyptian pyramids, and its age is over 11,000 years. In Russia, we invented lathe, automatic rifle, periodic system of chemical elements, anesthesia, space rocket, and many more useful things. The best video game in history, Tetris, was created by a Russian game designer and programmer Alexei Pajitnov in 1985. Russia proclaimed equal rights for men and women before the United States. Russia granted suffrage to women in 1918, the United States in 1920. Russia ranks first in the world in terms of number of people with higher education in the population. The first person to conquer outer space was a Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin, who made his first space flight on April 12, 1961. Continuing the space theme, according to modern NASA rules, an astronaut must know the basic Russian language. In the Volga Delta, in the Astrakhan region, there is a Lotus Valley. Its area is 50 square kilometers and is the largest water area of lotuses in the world. St. Petersburg subway is the deepest in the world. Its average depth is 100 meters, and Moscow subway is one of the busiest in the world. Over 9 million passengers use Moscow subway on weekdays. And now some facts about St. Petersburg. There are 3 times more bridges in St. Petersburg than in Venice. By the number of canals and bridges, it's more logical not to call St. Petersburg a northern Venice, but Venice a south St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is the most northern city in the world with a population of more than 1 million people. It's a metropolis with the most severe climate on Earth. The lowest temperature in settlement was recorded in the Russian village of Oymyakon. The cold record was set in 1938 and it was -78 Celsius, which is -108 Fahrenheit. Siberian Lake Baikal is the deepest lake in the world and holds 1/5 of the world's fresh water. Russia regularly ranks first in various ratings of unfriendly countries, but this is just a misunderstanding related to a difference of cultural codes. In Russia, in schools, children are taught not to smile for no reason, considering the smile a sign of a frivolous mood. In fact, Russians are very friendly and always ready to help a foreigner. So, visit Russia with Firebird tours. This was Viera. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.